Welcome back to Mystery Mondays, the Monday Mystery Show. This is Sinking Island, and this Microids bundle has really been a bust, huh? Maybe I should have gone over the $1 tier. So far, the best game in the bundle was an Agatha Christie adaptation, and I already had that before I got the bundle, so I didn't even get that in the bundle. All right, new game. Options. I wish that I didn't realize. I thought like, man, this is just a real bare bones sort of title screen with just quit and start. I guess whatever, fine. I would have set all this stuff. Oh, there's a 16:9 node. I would have set all this stuff up beforehand if I had known. Okay. The 16:9 mode. I think I'm gonna have to turn that off. Okay, let's do adventure. Wait, it seems to have broken this already. 16:9 mode off. The 16:9 mode just squishes it so that it doesn't look stretched if you're playing on a wide screen, but it doesn't change the resolution at all. What is this? Race against time. Time goes by quickly. I definitely don't want to do that. Let's just do this, the regular mode. It's fine. Everything will be fine that way. Does the whole game take place in this? Okay, good. It does not.
You can't let things drag on over there, Jack.
Is it a murder?
No, I don't believe so. Walter Jones was already in pretty bad shape. The heart and all the rest of it. So, just a routine, Jack, okay? Routine matter, all right? I want to hear death from natural causes with no stories, you understand?
Death for natural causes? I feel like the voice line was right. He said death from natural causes.
Of course, I understand.
You're really helping me out here, you know?
Get well, Vic. See you soon.
Okay, so we're going to a place. There's been a death.
Is awful, Inspector. It's likely to turn into a nightmare in a few hours.
It's suspicious but not a murder? Is that what we're hearing? This is a neat location. So far the world... This is by the same guy that made Siberia, by the way. So, I don't have my hopes sky high, but maybe they won't start me off with too many boring puzzles. With marbles or whatever.
I'm Hubert Denault, the attorney, Mr. Jones.
Okay, Mr. Nolan, let's go. I don't have much time.
Like missed puzzles. I don't want to see any missed puzzles early. Or preferably at all. But start me off with like regular puzzles, inventory puzzles, detective puzzles, that's fine.
There's a room that's been prepared for you, Inspector Nolan.
I don't want to twist anything or turn anything or try to open any boxes that have trick mechanisms. These animations. What are we looking at? Oh, the body. We found the body. Was it that bloated before it died, or did it bloat it up? Did it bloat? Did it?
Pardon me for this sudden acrobatic descent. I had to put this ladder here urgently this morning to access the corpse. Yesterday evening, when I tried to help, poor Walter was stuck higher up in the rocks close to the edge. The waves must have sent the poor man's body rolling toward the bottom during the night. We suffered a terrible storm, you know.
Okay, see, we're starting off good so far. I feel like Siberia would have started me on the helicopter or the plane right when we landed. It would have been like, you have to figure out how to take off your seatbelt and get out the door. It's going to be a 20-minute process. And then they would have made me find and build a ladder and then put it down. I'm gonna climb the ladder.
I have to first examine the corpse.
I decided to quit my job. It turns out I'm squeamish. Did I make that joke in a different murder mystery game? Well, you don't think it was murder? It must have been an animal. Is that what you're saying?
Planted in the cheek.
Well, that's a nail?
Light about it. At first glance, the
I thought they said it wasn't a murder.
signs of death by
Were they lying to me?
or hypothermia. And this injury on the
Or am I supposed to be covering it up?
superficial to have caused the death. It's the forensic expert's job now. It's for him to tell me what killed Walter Jones.
Alright. Then why did I have to take a picture of it? Why couldn't they take a picture of it?
What can I do for you, Inspector?
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
In my
Alright.
view,
See, no lip syncing
I'm
is
categorical.
better than
Saw
bad lip
why
syncing.
he pushed Walter over the edge. The identity of the culprit is
Like,
not
okay,
a matter
they're
of
all just everybody. This is an alternate history where everybody has psychic telepathy. They all have telepathy. Everybody speaks telepathically. I could live with that. It's better than everybody speaks through their teeth, moving their lips as fast as they possibly can. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff to do here. We've got a bunch of categories here. This is a good dialogue system. I think this dialogue system looks like it's good.
Was he a suicidal temperament? Or was he in the habit of taking unreasonable risks? Or was he in fragile health? Could
It's
he
your
have fallen
boss,
severe
his
medical
boss.
Treatment. He suffered from dizziness and fainting spells. What more can I say? You have to tell me everything, Mr. Noland.
Okay, you don't have to be so specific about what it could be.
Jones was as solid as a rock. He only suffered from a paralysis of the lower limbs, but nothing that could explain this mortal fall.
Oh, he fell from the top. He started on the top, or did he break his neck? Did it death by a broken head? It didn't look like he fell from the top. I think his face would have been smashed up if he did that. I don't have any more. It looks like. What if I click this again?
And what were you doing last night?
I was at the restaurant with the guests when Walter left for his walk at around 10 a.m. I went back to my office maybe a quarter of an hour or half an hour later. I had to wait for him, as we had agreed upon in the afternoon. Not seeing him come, I looked out of the window, and that's when I saw what could have been a quarrel between Baina Jumhu and Walter at the Tortoise Belvedere.
What's the Tortoise Belvedere? Is that a hotel, a bar, a jazz club?
To help him, but it was raining like mad, and I could not go down to the rocks to get him out of there. He was no longer moving. I think he died instantly. I came back to tell everyone what had happened, and I also immediately called the police.
Okay. So he got in a fight and then he fell off the cliff while running away. I think that still counts as a murder.
Dr. Jack Norm, welcome to your
I'm positive.
personal police assistant. Jack, this device was created to help you in your investigation.
Stop calling me Jack.
The goal of the software system is to rationalize the
But I'll remember that name for when I need to be
evidence,
condescending
hypotheses, and
to the main
deductions,
character.
which will allow
Thank you.
to
Thank
quickly
you for...
uncover the criminals. For this, your personal police assistant will store all information you will collect about the suspects during your
I think she did it. It was her.
It will remember their age,
Shumu Baina. Baina.
and exculpatory evidence are also made note of. In addition,
Baina. I don't know how to pronounce a I with the two dots over it. It's probably different depending on the language it comes from.
The manager will centralize all of the information that you have collected, whether it includes photos, documents, material evidence, or even suspects' statements. In your hands, you have more than a motive for matching clues that you will have collected. You also have a great tool for comparing them.
Okay. I guess they're just gonna tell me the entire... They're gonna tell me every feature right now.
The relationship between two pieces of an object. You can trust your
Those are
personal
different. Those aren't the
to
same.
validate the correct hypothesis and to keep you from...
No, they look the same now, actually.
This device includes
They rotate. It has an auto-rotate?
two others. It is your progress manager. It divides your investigation into a certain number of...
See these. I don't want to do these. Stop. I don't want to do... Okay. It's just a metaphor, right? I'm not actually putting pieces of... I have to put all my clues together like a jigsaw puzzle, don't I? I have to get a bunch of... Okay. Oh no, so... No, they're already put together. It's just a metaphor. Everything's fine. Alright. Clues database, characters database. I know this guy. Hubert DeNolan. He's 55. He must have done it. What is the tortoise Belvedere? Belvedere. What I get? We're gonna have to go to the tortoise Belvedere then. Okay, we got our pictures, we got our documents, we got our declarations. What is this? Oh, I read it. I guess it was new. Okay, that's fine. What's this? Oh, we can put pictures there, and we can put we match declarations with pictures. Walter Jones's face, match it with this one. Probably not, right? What happens if I say okay? I resolved the mandate, apparently.
Jones's death accidental?
Whose face is that?
The death of Walter Jones.
Guess that was Jack's face. Alright. My PPA likes to talk.
Reeves, it's Jack. The forensic expert's gonna have work. The death seems suspicious. A fall from a few meters that leaves scratches and an embedded nail in the face.
Well, maybe somebody just had some fun with the body after it was dead.
I'm afraid you'll have to prolong your stay. Sorry. I didn't want to impose this on you. You have carte blanche to confirm this. Good luck.
Alright. Good luck it is. I should probably save. I don't know how often the game saves on its own, if it does at all. Save. There we go. Oh, I can run. I wish I didn't have to take that for granted, but I do. I can run. I have more questions. What and where is the tortoise Belvedere?
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I guess I can ask that too.
Walter Jones for over 20 years. Our relationship was always excellent. In fact, he even did me the honor of asking me to call him by his first name.
This is America, or whatever. What do you mean first name? Oh, because Dr. Jones.
Affection for him, and that this was mutual.
What was the case of W. Jones's death? Cause, sorry. That's the only thing left to do.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, I don't know anything about medicine.
In that case, you can't help me. Thank you for the information.
Alright. Can we find this tortoise Belvedere now? It sounds like an old lady from like the 20s. That's tortoise Belvedere.
What do you say about it, Inspector?
The boss was murdered.
What?
I guess this list will be useful. It has the identities of all.
Alright, thanks. Every single one of them?
And here's the key to your room. Because now I suppose you're going to be staying a while. I remain at your disposition, Inspector. Especially to give you a tour of the tower. It's huge, you know.
Thanks. I think I can manage.
Fine, I'll leave you then. See you later, Inspector.
You seemed awfully unconcerned. You thought it wasn't a murder, but when I said it was a murder, you didn't seem concerned about that at all. No, this isn't interesting. Oh, just take a picture. That's fine. I thought it was gonna have to make me draw lines through it or something. Find the exit. I'm traumatized by these games at this point. I'm like, I just want a fun point-and-click adventure game, but you keep putting these drawing lines, puzzles, and stuff, rotating tiles, sliding tiles, opening secret box. I keep every time something looks like it might be a bullshit fucking physical puzzle, I'm like, I tense up. It's like, oh, it just wants me to take a picture, and he has some things to say about it. It's a regular clue. I'm cool with clues. I could have a bunch of clues and like try to logically deduce connections between them. That's my kind of puzzling. Logic puzzles. Not fiddle with this thing for a half an hour until it's in the right orientation and then do it again and again and again. Alright, I can run. I keep forgetting. Remember to run. Siberia had running too, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that this one has running. Who's this? What are you doing with that pole? Stop it. See, she listened to me. Where are you going? You better not be touching any more of these poles. You got me?
Happy to see you here, Sonia.
Me too, Lorenzo. It's a pleasure to see you.
I would have preferred that we see each other in other circumstances.
Are you practicing for a stage play or something?
Did your grandfather's death affect you deeply?
In your community theater?
I don't know. I just can't believe it.
I had problems because of him. But they all went away after his tragic death. In the end, Jones...
Yes,
Okay.
certainly. I don't know what to think.
Would you like to change the subject?
No, not specially. Just a little.
Not specially.
The sky is melancholic. Like us, Sonia.
It's true.
Okay.
It's weather for a burial.
Alright, yeah, it's very symbolic. He's really taken over. Jack. He's taking over my controls. He's like, no, we're talking to these people. We're not talking to that person who ran away. We're talking to these people.
With the investigation of the death of Mr. Walter Jones.
Good morning, Inspector. Sonia Jones. I'm the
You're still doing that community theater voice.
I hadn't thought that my time in Segura would take such a dramatic turn.
If it doesn't bother you, I'd love
Like
to
real
talk
small
about
town community theater.
Your method of flirting is very questionable, Inspector. But that's what you want.
Like they ran out of they didn't have enough people for the production, so they offered her money, even though most of the actors don't get paid. They're just doing it for the love of the craft. That kind of community theater. And she's not paid for her talent. She's paid because they were really desperate. They found her on Craigslist. People still use Craigslist for casting calls.
She seemed to be acting strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
God, well, that's hard to say. You know, electronic technology is not always immune to human error.
Oh, it was an electronic wheelchair. I was like,
It's near the tracks of
you mean my camera? I saw it with my eyes.
there was an artifact which got out of hand.
Maybe. I'm not a policeman. I'm nothing but a poor architect.
I don't think most architects are poor.
Can you tell me
I don't think that's a stereotype.
Can't tell you a thing. Nothing at all. It's Hubert de Noland who woke me up to tell me about this business. I've got nothing more I can tell you.
All right. I still got more questions in my thing though. So if you'll excuse me, I'll continue asking them.
What were you doing last night?
I spent the evening in my studio listening to the radio. Then I learned of Jones's death from Noland.
What was on the radio?
Relationship with Walter Jones.
You won't ask the important questions.
Professional and even more so personal were never simple, Mr. Norm. But I appreciated that he was a character and a man who had talent. I must
You did it, didn't you?
by his death that I had thought.
Yeah, I heard you putting on your little stage play earlier on the beach.
That has always pushed me to be a little bit sentimental.
All right, you're an architect, not an artist. So you put that sentiment away and put your engineer hat back on. Speak to me as an engineer, not as a painter or whatever you do in your free time.
Or did anything at all catch your attention?
I can't answer your question, Norm. I wasn't there.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, of course not. What a question.
Too bad. I really need some medical advice. Well, I will wait for the coroner's report.
All right. Himself, no,
Look at the
Denolan.
attorney, Hubert de Noland.
Nolan,
Oh, that's why he was acting evil, because he is.
Don't trust him, Inspector.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia is a free
Don't act like she does.
intelligent, independent woman. She successfully managed to get out of Walter Jones's gilded cage.
I don't know what that means. That doesn't mean anything to me. But I guess I'll have to talk to her now too.
2 or 3 questions.
You don't have to stand up. That's fine.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
It was Hubert de Noland. You met
I feel like she would be soaking wet,
my grandfather.
even underneath that hut. It's raining pretty hard. I feel like it would be coming sort of sideways. It sounds pretty windy. I feel like you're just getting wet if you're out in this. There's no umbrellas or little huts
There's no way that
that are going to protect you from getting wet.
Where were
And she's just laying on a lounge chair getting pelted by
Billy and my sister-in-law Clara, Mr. Norm. It was Hubert de Noland, my grandfather's attorney, who informed us of his death.
Oh, you're the
What
grandkid?
was your relationship with Walter Jones?
You know, Mr. Norm, my grandfather was a tough man. He wasn't the sort of grandpa who spoiled my two brothers and me. I didn't feel
Well,
at ease with him.
okay.
Our relationship has been tense for a long time. When he made the first move to invite us here, I was surprised. He was really proud, and that touched me.
Well, he probably needed some, like, economy on this island or something. Where he was living on this island by himself. I don't... Yes, I am saddened by his death. You sound real sad, lady. I'm sorry I talked over it. It was a bad line read.
Golden cage. What was he talking about exactly?
You know, Inspector, it's not easy to be the granddaughter of a billionaire who is
Okay, yes.
a megalomaniac and pervert.
This one's got all the monologues.
To keep a distance from the tyrant.
Okay. Let's start with the lawyer.
The attorney, Hubert de Noland.
Hubert de Noland is definitely a remarkable man, Inspector. Intelligent, adroit, and terribly efficient.
What? That wasn't what it said on there.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
I didn't read it that all the way, but it looked like a completely different line.
He's a refined and charming man. Someone dependable.
Okay. What else do I have here? Can I can't ask her about other people. Oh, I already did. I already asked her about all the other people. I couldn't ask her about the guy right over here, I think. What is Belvedere of the Tortoise? I thought it was the Tortoise Belvedere. Now it's the Belvedere of the Tortoise. It's the Tortoise Belvedere again.
Catch your attention?
I spent the evening with my brother Billy and my sister-in-law Clara. We were relaxed and we all chatted. I saw nothing and I heard nothing, Mr. Norm. Sorry to disappoint you.
All right. Let's get this woman over with and find somebody who feels less artificial.
I get it.
All right. Hopefully she's the worst actor in this game, because I don't want to talk to more people like her. All right. Where's that one that ran away then? We got to find that one. There she is. She's touching stuff she shouldn't be touching again. Hey, I told you to stop that. Oh, no, don't you start touching things, Jack. All right, we can't go this. There's a lot of you can only go one direction even though there's multiple exits visible on screen going on here. Oh, nope, she's over here. I'm chasing her down. She's still running. She's running away. That's really suspicious. Let's chase her down. And we'll find out why she's running next week on Mystery Mondays. It'll be a surprise. Be surprised.